2, 1.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerds and nerdettes? Welcome back to the Gathering Nerds. Tonight, we come to you live from the studio in Pasadena. And I bet you're thinking, oh my goodness, a lot has gone on in LA since the last time we talked to you, especially the Pasadena area. So I will go over all of that tonight. Got some stories for you. We've got some new members to the Gathering that we're going to talk about tonight. We've got one of our members that's all the way out in Texas. We're going to talk to him tonight. And we're just going to gather. It's been a while, so we're super excited. It's been at least a month. And in that month, we didn't have a couple members of the Gathering. So we are super ready to go. Now, without further ado, I will introduce the awesome members to the Gathering. But right before I do that, just wanted to say thank you, everyone, for continually listening to The Gathering as we took our little hiatus over the holidays. And thank you for, in advance, for giving us a couple stars on iTunes or Spotify, whatever you'd like to do. If you want to follow us, that would be great. We're also on YouTube. Now, all the housekeeping's out of the way. I just want to introduce these guys. First up, to my left, we have the man that is now has a young member to his entourage. It's Mr. Oscar.
Wes, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Glad to be back. Good to hang out with the boys again and do another podcast. What a hiatus has it been? What a crazy hiatus. Honestly, this show is going to be really good tonight. I think so.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been, you guys didn't do, you weren't here for the December 22nd show, right?
No, I was not.
Yeah, okay. And Derek was. Let's see if Derek's here tonight. We don't know yet. Now, to my right, we have Mr. Daniel. Daniel, we haven't seen in a while. We're going to check in with him, see what's the news. And you don't have any new members yet, right?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Okay.
Soon.
Oh, coming soon. What?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. God, I wasn't ready for that. You got to warn me. But all right, cool. Daniel, welcome to the podcast. How you doing? You okay?
Good to be back. Feels normal. Feels like home.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this.
Yeah, it's been a while, so I'm excited we're doing this. Now, all the way in the Lone Star State, probably right now wrangling some cows, tipping some cows, eating some cows. We have Mr. Derek.
What? I mean, hey.
Hey, Derek, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Just here, chilling. Texas chilling.
Sounds like he's like laying down or something.
Yeah, I know. We're not going to put his camera on tonight because we do not want to know what he's doing. So,
Nuts.
oh yeah, I'm sure you are. But it's so good. This is the Gathering, the regular crew. Jeremy jumped in last time. It was kind of cool to have him on. So Jeremy, thank you for doing that. Other than that,
Derek finally let him on.
Derek finally let him on the show. Finally, Derek. Why do you keep not letting Jeremy on the show? By the way.
I didn't do any of that. You guys don't let him go on there for some reason.
He did a good job though. He was cracking me up. I had to settle him down. I thought he was gonna bust people's eardrums. He kept yelling into the mic, so it was pretty funny. Okay, well let's just check in because there's a lot that happened. I will go last talking, but time is not of the essence tonight. We only got a little bit of nerd news and we're going to do nerd news tonight. We're going to check in, and we're going to also talk about some shows we're watching, what's pretty good out there. We're just going to kind of just restart up a little bit, and then next go around, we'll do a little bit more of a show. But we just wanted to check in since it's been so long, and I figured it would take a while because there's a lot of stories to tell. So, Oscar, you are up first. What's going on? How are you? how has life been? Because I know that you were expecting the baby at a certain time. That didn't happen.
No, that did not happen. I mean, life doesn't go as according to plan as everyone says. You know, my little girl was supposed to be born in January 8th, but she came on December the 13th, Friday the 13th. So she just turned a month a couple days ago on the 13th, and it's just. I wish there's a manual for when it comes to like becoming fatherhood, because honestly, I know there's many books about motherhood and what they go through, but at the end, I think there should be a book for men, the eyes through the men view and stuff. But it's been crazy. It's been really crazy of being the fatherhood and just seeing that little one grow up so quick. You know?
Yeah. No, I remember it's been a long time ago when Jordan was first born. That was just like, wait, what's going on? You know, like that first, like, oh, okay, wait, I'm responsible for this person.
Exactly.
What do I do? So,
there's no manual for that.
Yeah. Okay. So, what has it been like? I came early. You were like you. I mean,
Excuse me?
Yeah. He usually comes early. So. So what's been your experiences? Is she sleeping through the night? Are you getting any rest? Are you tired?
No, dude, this girl, she doesn't sleep through the night. She gets a good 2-3 hours of rest, and then she'll wake up hungry, and then rinse and repeat pretty much.
And rinse and repeat. Derek, we're getting a lot of feedback from you. Can you just check? I don't know what's going on.
Feedback from me.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you hearing?
Just chill.
It's just chill. Wait, Derek, are you feeding yourself? Not. I don't. It's like we're getting a lot of. Can you hear it? The echo.
Yeah, I heard the echo. There's something.
Like that?
Probably that. You're probably banging it on something.
No, I think it's downstairs.
He's laying down. That's why.
I thought it
I
was.
don't know. Like, what are you talking about?
You should go. Do you guys have a tub? Go sit in the tub.
You're stupid.
All right, Oscar.
All right, go for it.
So what's been the highlight, the good part about this experience? And it's okay. There can be like a oh crap, oh shit part about the experience. What's been the oh shit part about it?
The oh shit is, you know, you don't. It's just the unknown. You know, like you do the checklist, feeding her, changing her, burping her, changing her clothes, you know, and the whole shebang. And when they're still fuzzy and fussy and not knowing what, you're just like, what do you want, girl? Like, what is it that you need? And I think the most highlight is just watching them grow before your eyes. You'll see them so small one week, and the next week you realize, oh wow, you got big already. So it's just seeing them grow up. It's just a different point of view when you have like a nephew or like a cousin that's growing up. Oh yeah, you could tell like, oh, she's growing different. Up. But the fact that you see them every day and just watching them grow and just become their own little person, because she's already her own little person in a way, just being a month now and a couple of days old.
Well, they get their own personality. They get it early. So
yeah,
that's crazy. So do you feel like you're getting the hang of it yet?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting my bearings down after a month, and it's just the first week you're home alone with her, and you're just like, huh, okay.
I think. Hold on, Oscar. Derek,
Like
I think
I
I know. I think there's Derek's hanging out with cows over there. Derek, you don't have headphones on, do you?
No.
Yeah. So we're getting the feedback from us talking into the microphone. Are we on speaker?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you guys are on
I can-
speaker.
I
Well,
can
I don't know.
hear
I guess
echo.
the video.
So, all right. If you can, put some headphones on or take your phone out of the cow.
Out of the cow?
Yeah.
You guys are dumb. Hold on. All right. You guys are stupid. You know what I could do is, hold on. I could probably copy and paste that link and then put it on my actual PC and then use my PC.
All right. Why don't you try that? We're going to stay on. We're going to stay recording. I'll pay
All right,
attention.
I'll be right back.
I'll have to pay attention to you when you come up, and then let me know. All right.
All right.
All right. You're dropping off. Okay. We lost Derek, folks. It's okay though, because he was just that sound was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So okay, Oscar, that's crazy, man. Like, it's just crazy that I remember last time around, you were like before you were getting nervous, it was coming down, and then out of nowhere, I was like, oh shit, it's coming early, and I didn't think you were gonna be there on the 22nd. You were talking about it when we did the last podcast,
Yeah, yeah.
but I was like, nah, he's not coming.
There's no way that moment. We were home. There was that window of trying, but it was just too soon to give that to give him that moment. Because I think when I were here, I'd be like, I gotta go, and
Yeah.
I wanted that time to catch up on everything. But it was good that what happened because it got me grow to her and it kind of got used to her and what's going on, and I'm kind of to know her patterns now, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, the patterns I think are. When she's learning your patterns too, don't be surprised. They're like doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They're learning you and figuring you out. What about you, Daniel? You're a dad. You got any advice for this young man?
No, it just doesn't get easier.
It doesn't get easier. It gets harder.
It just gets harder. You just want more of your time.
More and more of your time.
Yeah, like that. that age where Oscar's at right now, it's like you feel helpless. Like, because I told him, like, prepare yourself when she gets sick. That's like the worst because you feel so useless. Like, you get frustrated. You don't know why she's crying, and she has a fever, and you're just like, you don't know what to do no more. You're like, you get so upset because your baby's hurting and you can't do nothing about it.
Yep.
And now it's the same thing. Now, when they're hurting, they tell you, they're verbal. So it's like, okay, now I can help you. So it's like a different.
There's a little period in between too, right? So like it's even like now, like for work and all that stuff, like they're so helpless that they're all relying on you. So you have like the next few years you are screwed.
Yeah. I agree.
But that's cool, man. So so you talked about the changes, what's good. Did we talk about what's bad? I was a little distracted by Derek's noise feedback.
I honestly think the bad part is like you technically don't have a life anymore. Like all your time is revolving on her. And like even though you wanna get that space, like that hour or two that you leave, you come back, you're like, damn, like what's going on again?
Yeah.
You just I think that's where it is. Like the first couple months, I think you're just so cabin fever. You're trapped at that house. You can't really go anywhere. You can't really take her out because you don't want her to get sick. And in essence, it's cold. I don't want to take her out when the temperature is still cold. Maybe in the summertime we can go out more, but most days we're just stuck at the house. We go for a walk, or sometimes she'll go out and I'll take care of the baby. But it's that you never have your time anymore.
Well, and here's the thing. It seems like it's a lot. It goes really, really, really fast. And then you're going to look back going, man, I remember when she was this little and she was so cute. And you're going to remember all the good stuff, not all the hard crap. But this is that time to like kind of be in the moment, absorb it, because it does go by really fast. Really fast. So.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I don't think so. And I look at Damien, I was like, dude, he's 6 now. Like, what happened 6 years ago?
6 years ago, right?
Like, shit, where did it go? Like,
fast. Like 6 years goes like this. Just that fast. All right, since we don't have Derek back on yet, Daniel, what, like, I know we talked a little bit beforehand, but I thought your work story was pretty crazy, what's going on at work. And then we are all based in Los Angeles, so we will talk about the fires a little bit. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are going through a lot. So, if you do listen to us and you are inclined to help out, you can always donate to the Red Cross. There's also a lot of things going on online that you can donate to this cause, and trust me, people need it. There is, I think, in Altadena alone, there was about 6,900 homes that were lost, close to 7,000. So that's 7,000 homes. I mean, average of 4 person per home. That's 28,000 people that do not have a place to live anymore. It's going to be crazy. So if you have the means, try to get out there and do whatever you can to help. And if you're all the way across the world and you've been looking at the news, it was as bad as it looked, and it is as crazy as it looked. And I will go into that a little later. So that's it. Daniel, why don't you tell us what's going on with you? And Derek jumped on. So while you do that, I'm going to go up and put him on. So
put him on. I've been good. Just work's been crazy. When I got back from vacation, our building got flooded. Instead of the fires, we got water at work. Other than that, I've been pretty good. I planted a seed and it's growing. Meaning, I'm expecting my second child in around June time. So I'm excited, nervous, and we're having a girl this time.
Oh, June is months away. Oh
I
shit,
know it's creeping up really fast. So I have a boy and a girl now.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So. Okay, congratulations on that. I'm sure people from the Gathering Nation out there is excited for you. Are you excited for a girl boy combo?
excited,
Is that
yes.
that's like the perfect combo?
That was perfect for me, ideally. I wanted the boy in general because I want the last name to keep going, kind of thing. Very proud of, just like a typical guy thing.
Yeah.
And I got the boy first. I'm like, oh, cool. So now, if I get another boy, it's another boy. Cool. It continues. If I get the girl, I got the girl I wanted, 1-1. So now, it felt like stress free. Because the first one was a little stressed, but regardless, at the end of the day, you're like, you know what? It doesn't matter. As long as the baby's healthy, that's all you want. But I do feel blessed that I got 1-1. And that girl's going to destroy me already. I already had a feeling. It's going to change me for sure.
Yeah. Girls really do tug at your heart a very special and different way, so they really, really do.
Message coming in directly.
Derek.
Derek.
Hey, Derek, it does sound a lot better, but you were you sending us Morse code right now?
I was just drinking water.
Drinking water, yeah.
It sounded like Morse code. All right. So tell us about work. Danny had a really cool story before we started up about his job wanted to turn into a pool.
Turn into a pool, serious. So I work for kind of like for a school district. So we went on winter break. During the winter break, a big pipe burst in our building, like from the 6th floor, but we're in the first.
Oh, not
floor.
the kind Oscar.
Not the Oscar pipe.
No.
And that pipe burst, and it flooded our whole building with like 3 inches of water, and it was sitting there for like 6 days. Yeah, so everything went really bad. All the surge protectors burnt out. Docking stations don't work. Mold on the cabinets. So we had to rebuild everything. And we have like a big walkthrough coming up in February. So it has to be done by February.
Oh shit.
So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Crazy.
Shut up there. Derek, what are you doing over there? Literally like you're
We got worse. We sound
Yeah.
You sound better, now you sound worse.
What are you talking about?
he
You
sounds
mean better?
Static when you talk, man. You suck, bro.
yeah.
You sound like you're like playing Call of Duty.
No.
Super delay.
All right, Derek, what's going on with you, man? How are you? How's Texas life? Check in. It's been a while. It's been about a month, huh?
Since we last been on with Jeremy,
Yeah, it's been a month.
has it really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's gnarly, crazy stuff.
Crazy.
Totally
That's
different.
crazy.
I wonder why.
He sounds
Crazy.
like he literally is
Processing
processing.
2 things at once.
Nah, it's just no. It's just you California folks have it easy. You guys don't know what it's like, brother.
No, why don't you school us in the Texas ways?
You gotta drive like crap. So I guess I got that down. You got to honk at people as soon as the green light flickers. Like you immediately have to start honking. Doesn't matter. Like
Oh, that
5
sounds like LA.
milliseconds.
Yeah.
5 milliseconds is already too long. Like you need to honk on that shit. You need to like tailgate the other person with your LED lights at full blast. You got to get used to rainy weather like half of the time. So it's like you want to wash your car, but then it's like, what's the point? Because then next week it's gonna rain, and then on top of that it starts thundering. Or like in the case of like next week, it's gonna we're gonna have like 4 inches of snow. So
Are you liking the differences that are over there? Because I mean, it's actually like Texas is super different than LA. That's
yeah,
sometimes
it's like its own world. Surprisingly, I thought it wasn't gonna be
different
much
state.
different, but what?
What is-
Is that like a different state?
it's like a different state.
I mean, shoot, yeah, it's a whole different state. So yeah, it's pretty cool though. I mean, their burgers are gnarly. Like we went to this restaurant. It's not a restaurant. It's like a burger place. But I don't know. Like if you would compare it, it's kind of like Fuddruckers in a way, but it's like way more cooler. But So they have a burger, right? You order your burger and you're like, you know what? Let me just get a double cheeseburger. Fuck it. And then like I asked, and the guy just looks at me with like a weird face of his look, and he's like, "You want another patty?" I was like, "Damn fool, you just call me fat like that? Just like calling me fat like that?" And he goes, "Nah, I'm just saying." And then like he looks at Ramsha and goes, "Does he normally eat 2 patties?" I'm like, "God damn!" So I'm thinking like this fucking old ass dude
Give me
is making
3.
me feel like shit.
3 patties.
Like fucking fat ass. Fucking how dare you ask for 2, right? And then he goes, "They're like a pound each." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're a pound each. I'm like, "Oh, that's what you're asking." So I'm like,
All
"Oh."
right, give me 2.
Did you have 2?
No, I'm like, I didn't get 2. I should have been like, I didn't stutter, did I?
Dang.
Watch
But
me.
yeah, but I mean, other than that, the
Did you hear the
I
sarcasm?
don't think you heard it.
cost of living's cool. Gas is like, fill up my truck, it's like $40 to $45.
Damn,
Awesome.
lucky.
So what has been the biggest adjustment for you living in a new state?
The ethnicities and then the dialect of the people that live here.
Okay. First off, I don't even know if I want to ask you this question because I know you.
I'll be like less racist about it if you like.
Okay, please. What is it about the ethnicities? Because I know for you, you grew up in a very Hispanic community when you were younger, so I'm sure that it's a little bit of a
Okay,
culture
so
shock.
so California, lived in California like our whole lives, right? So what are we used to? Mainly what, whites and Mexicans? Well, a hint of Asians here and there, and actually no, like Asians, and then some black people, here and there. Nothing too bad. Here it's like a complete where I live, it's a complete different stew. It's mainly like black folk and white trash people.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
it's like,
It's Texas.
yeah, it's Texas, right? So it's like that's their norm. But I'm like, God damn, there's like no Mexicans here. There is some, but they're like in different towns.
They're in
But
different
and
towns.
then
Yeah,
they're in
yeah,
different
you have to
towns.
go hunt them down, hunt down your taco
states.
Yeah,
stands.
you got to go to like Little Mexico is what they call it.
Are you being serious? They have a little Mexico there?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a Little Mexico.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I
They're
want to
like,
go.
it feels
They have
so
a Little
good.
Mexico,
feels
Korea,
like
China.
They don't
So,
have a little. Hold on, Derek. They don't have a little Mexico in LA, do they?
No.
They,
LA?
Yeah, what do they call it?
Whole
Santa
area.
Ana?
The Cajones, baby.
Yeah.
The Cayones?
The Cajon.
The Cajones are just the market. uh, but so then there's that, and then there's the dialect, which is like, my job is I'm a dispatcher, so I have to know what, facility I'm picking up from, or where I'm sending the paramedics to, and the diagnosis of the patients, and all that good stuff. So I need to write everything I hear and all that. So, but then when you get people that lived here their whole lives and they're like old heads, they're like speaking like in another like sounds like language. It's English, but it's like if they have like water in their mouth and then they're like y'all picking up from this, dropping down from STM per land. I'm like, what the hell?
You
So
know,
then what?
no, I was just gonna say because you have to write that stuff down, so that's probably a pain in the ass.
Well, I have to type it down, and then on top of that, like I have to also know like the region the call is taking place in, and then everybody thinks it's not like California where like yeah it's down the street or like 30 minutes 45 an hour. It's like, dude, you could be driving 4 hours and still be in Texas.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I think
It is.
what does it take? It takes 12 hours to cross Texas, right?
I don't know, but
It takes, or does it take a full day? It takes a long time to cross Texas.
it's a long time.
I might be completely off. Maybe it's like 16, 17 hours. I think it's a full day to cross Texas.
So it's a big state, so then you have to do a lot. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's okay. I mean, it's a cool place. Everyone's really nice. Like everybody is nice. I give them that. There's some people that are dicks, but that's anywhere.
Yeah.
But you know how in California we're used to saying dude and all that stuff. Well, they say sir and ma'am.
Oh.
That's their version of dude.
Well, that's actually
Yeah.
very respectful. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I've been saying it to everybody I meet. I'm like, yes sir, no ma'am.
We're gonna
growing
do
up.
when we see Derek again. I can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you better do that the next party. You better come in
Why?
saying that shit, because that would be funny.
Oh,
Please.
go back to. Yes, sir. No, no,
Oh
sir.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Yes,
for
sir,
sure.
dude.
Derek, well, it's nice to see you, man. We definitely miss you.
Do we though?
Right.
Yeah, we miss him. I think
Yeah.
we miss him. I think we missed
Of
Derek.
course. Yeah, Daniel's always like, in California, you had to leave. I'm like, I know you miss me.
Yeah. What?
We have all the Pokemons to ourselves now.
Oh, the Pokemon. They're catching them all, Derek. You ain't getting shit.
I know.
Ha.
It is what it is.
So I'm gonna check in real quick. Derek, I don't even know if you know this story. The guys kind of heard it, but so I live in Pasadena, and it's a little neighborhood called kind of outside Hastings Ranch.
I wouldn't give too much about your locations, guy, but okay.
Well, it's kind of. I mean, good luck finding us. It's but so during the on last week on Tuesday night, the obviously that's when the Pacific Palisades fire was burning. I knew it was burning, so it was it was what it was. I was watching the news. I was super concerned. I don't like these events because I get really wrapped up in them. I'm watching the news. I'm feeling so bad for the people, and I don't care where you live and how much your home's worth. Like if your home's worth like $200,000 or $20 million, whatever's in your home and that place is your home. That's where you live. And so, it just made me sad that like people I grew up watching, these celebrities were losing all this stuff. Like I was just really engulfed in it too. Right. So all that stuff is always super surreal to me. It never hits close to home, even when 9/11 happened, it didn't hit close to home, but I was super wrapped up in it. So I'm coming out of the gym that day. I've been trying to, like, my back's been really messed up. So I've been trying to do some, like get into the jacuzzi there. Cause if you go weightless, right. And for people who your back hurts, if you ever, the only way to mimic being in outer space is to go into water. And usually what that does is it actually expands your back. So I've been going in there in the water to try to like take some pain away. So I come out of there and I see there's a fire up in the mountains above Pasadena. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. It looks like it's like, I'm not even thinking like about the winds. I'm not thinking about any of that. I'm just like, oh, there's a fire. So I'm about to drive up there and take a look at it. I'm like, nah, you know what? Like, it is what it is. I'm just going to go back to the house. So I go to the house and the wind is like where the wind's moving. Stuff's flying down the street, trash cans. I'm like dodging trash cans. There's stuff like trees are starting to fall. I'm like, this is crazy. So I get up to the up the block and I get to the house and the fire looks like it's bigger and there's a lot of smoke coming up and over. So I'm not thinking anything of it. I put a bunch of stuff in the garage so it doesn't blow around. And then I turn on the news. And then you hear that this thing is out of control, right? It's burning homes in Altadena. It's coming through on the top of Eaton Canyon's like a hiking trail. It's a really nice hiking trail. It's a lot of fun if you ever get a chance to go to it. Well, actually, once they open stuff up, it's just a beautiful area. And it made me really sad at first because I thought they call it the Eden fire. That means that's disappearing. So anyways, so I showed Oscar the video. I think Daniel saw it too. So I'm kind of looking, and the smoke is just coming over. It's billowing over, and there's this big orange glow.
I can actually like taste all of it.
And then you can see, and then you.
Do you hear her?
Yeah,
Taste all the fire.
She says, "Taste the fire."
yeah. You could taste it. You could actually
Ring of fire. Ring of fire.
there's some. By the way, there's some influencers that were sitting there. Broadcasting during it, playing songs like the Ring of Fire. They got in so much trouble for it, rightly so. Like, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to try to evacuate. Like, I don't know what to take. Should I take this makeup or this makeup? And they're like,
Baby, I'm on the mic. My mic's on.
I know.
Yeah.
I did like 3 times. Oh, I get time. Come on, it's fucking chicken. Wait a minute. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Oh. God, she's making me try this like hot ass soup, and then Sky's telling me the story about some fucking fire, and then I'm like, dude, well, I'm fucking feeling the fire, dude, and I'm playing Call of Duty, so like, Pick a lane, guys.
Pick a
Moral of the
lane.
story is fire bad. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
Go on.
Derek.
It's called muting your microphone.
Yeah.
Babe,
It doesn't work like that.
I'm on the
I'm on the podcast.
Yes, it's hot.
Mom,
minerals,
I'm on the
Marie.
podcast. Mom.
The meatloaf.
Me know.
Shut up, Grandma.
Me know.
All right, so let me finish this because I want to. It's actually pretty crazy. So the fires like literally gets within about 3.5 blocks away, and you can see. I go outside for the last time I could see it burning. So then I get to the top. I go out to the roof because I want to see where it's at. Plus, I hear sirens everywhere. There's smoke flying. You can see embers flying, and I'm like freaking out. I get to the top of the roof, and I can see cops going up and down every street. I can see where the fire's at. I'm like, oh shit, it's coming. It feels like the apocalypse, like everyone says, because it's so much smoke. It's windy. It's scary almost. So I start coming off the roof and I'm wearing Crocs. As I'm coming off the roof, one of my Crocs it comes off my foot and it starts bouncing and it bounces up and over into the neighbor's yard. And I'm like, shit, now I'm trying to jump down off of a roof onto a fence with no shoe on. I'm like freaking out. The wind's blowing. Like it was just crazy. Like, so then I get off and I see the cops coming up the street. So I'm running down the street with one shoe on to go talk to this cop. There's like, what's the name of that street in San Francisco? The one that's really twisty.
Oh, yeah.
So there's the street in San Francisco. It's really twisty. So I see that. But I'm only saying that because trees have fallen, and it literally makes the street like you have to drive almost like that because there's so many trees in the street. And you guys saw that today when you came up.
Yeah.
So I go down there and I'm like, hey, is it a mandatory evacuation? And the cop looks at me like, you're an idiot, dude. Like, yes. He doesn't say like, he's like, yes, evacuate. So I run back. I get the family. I'm like, hey, we got to evacuate. At this point, they're already up getting ready because they're like, this fool's running around. So then I realize, right? And Derek, you're going to get a kick out of this. Like, I'm like, the producer's getting all her, like, she's getting some documents and putting all that stuff together. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I got to grab the toys. I got to start grabbing.
I literally just said that right now. I gotta get my toys.
I got to get my toys. But here's the thing. Like for me, that's like the investment since I was a kid, right? Like I don't have obviously that's not worth anything unless you sell it, and the world doesn't want to buy anything right now. But like for me, that's like stuff I've had. So if I sell some of it's worth some money, So I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know what to grab. I'm like, Daniel made that thing where you're like running, you stop, you run back, wait, and then you run back. Like that's what it felt. It felt very chaotic for me. And I'm only saying this is because I wasn't prepared. Like I have no idea. Like in my brain, and this could have really happened too, and I'm not even kidding. Like the fire was right there. The wind changes, everything's up in smoke. It is. It's just stuff at the end of the day, right? It's just stuff, but you do want to try to save some of it if you can. I had the time to do it. A lot of people didn't. The fire was on them real quick, so I did grab a couple things. Got in the car, took off, went over to the Pasadena Convention Center, and I was like, that was it, like for the night. And then I realized I got all this shit in my car, and I'm like, and all I'm hearing is I'm watching my tablet and the looters, and I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are going to break into the car. So every hour I keep walking out to the car. It's like there's smoke everywhere. I'm going to the car looking. There's people sleeping in all the parking lots. And you know where it was, Derek?
Where?
It was at a Pasadena convention where we went to the con.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Derek,
Con.
huh? Pasadena Comic-Con. That's where.
Where I want to go get your appraisals.
Yeah, when you went to go take care of business for the gathering. So,
Yeah.
So it was intense. Like,
He is not telling you the whole story. He grabbed all his belongings. He's about to kick Emma.
Car seat.
The car seat, the baby car seat. He's like, I don't need the car seat. Can we just take her without the car seat? Just taking up some
Baby,
space.
the car seat had a Hulk Hogan toy.
And then he
Strapped
goes,
in
all right. So they took everything, and he noticed that he doesn't have underwear on.
I didn't have underwear.
He went Kodo Commando.
Commando.
I'm over in the convention center, like, oh man, that's a little cold. What's going on?
And really said, I don't need bottled water.
It was crazy, like honestly, but I'm glad. Like, I know that a lot of people lost their homes. I know a lot of people like are trying to figure it out, and we just got lucky.
Especially with the dogs and everything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super sad. Like when I was
That's
leaving
actually really
at the Kaiser parking lot, there was a whole bunch of horses down there. Like it was just it was super sad, and I'm just like, I do feel like lucky, like legitimately lucky that we were able to kind of avoid that. But it could have been it could have been the 100% the opposite, you know. So yeah, that's my story. I mean, but yeah, like other people are gonna have very different stories. I know we laughed a little bit about mine, but at the time it wasn't funny. Like I was scared. Like I was literally scared. Like because you hear and you know that these fires are moving like at the speed of 5 football fields every couple seconds. So it was pretty panicky. So, but
5 football fields per second? Are you serious?
it was like 5 football fields every couple seconds because the wind was about 100 miles an hour. So it was moving so fast, dude.
Yeah, the wind was crazy.
Assuming
What's that?
Santa Ana wins?
It was Santa Ana winds. You probably never even seen it, huh? Like that fast.
No, but no, I haven't seen it that fast. Over here, it's like fast, but I don't think it was as fast as you guys.
So it was to me probably one of the most scariest experiences that I've had in my life, just because you don't know what the outcome's going to be, and you don't know like
It's out of control.
yeah, it's out of control. And I saw people running down streets with like trees burning around them, and that's like you don't know what's going to happen. Like it's not even the fire that gets you a lot of times; it's the smoke, and there was so much smoke outside. Like, well, at what point do you pass out? That's what freaks you out. So.
Oscar's training all his life for the smoke.
All right, well, we're done checking in. We've actually done, I don't know, that was a good 30 plus minutes. So we're gonna
That's the whole podcast.
that's it for the night, guys.
on.
But
Gather on.
let's do a little bit of nerd news and
Ooh, nerd news.
yeah, let's get into it and see what's going on with everyone.
News.
All right, Derek, you lead us off tonight. What do you got for some nerd news?
I got some nerd news that's currently happening as we speak. We're talking about Pokemon cards, ladies and gentlemen, boys and men.
I know. Before the podcast tonight, these two guys here, Oscar and Daniel, were breaking packs.
Yeah, breaking packs, huh?
They were breaking
Any
packs.
bangers? Any melts?
That one $20 card.
Same $20 card.
And they got some. They got some bangers and some wangers, man.
We got some bangers. Yeah. So we're talking about Prismatic Evolutions.
Prismatic.
AKA
What is that?
Yeah.
So explain to our, and that's to me too, our non-Pokemon people.
Okay.
What is that?
Explain to the boomers that don't understand Pokemon. Easy. So pretty much Pokemon is I don't have to explain Pokemon. Pokemon's been around since the 90s. They have a card game that's also came out in the 90s. So they had a resurgence back before COVID and then during COVID. So the value of the cards started skyrocketing. If you had the original 90s cards, you're set, especially if they're graded, which is when you submit them. It's like when you have a toy, you go get it graded and stuff like that. So then, the higher the grade, which is like a 10, and it means more money for you, right? So these new cards that are coming out, these specific cards from an evolution, it's like a dog. It's called an Eevee, but it's essentially a dog. And this thing could evolve into multiple forms, which are different dogs. And one of these cards can go up to like $2,000 without it being graded.
Technically, the most expensive one is $1,700.
$1,700, but then if you get it graded, you could definitely get it more.
So that's a
People
that's a
want-
raw card, and they call ungraded
Raw calls
cards.
around.
Yeah, raw.
Yeah,
Raw.
raw. So then raw's that, but if you get it graded, and if it's a 10 or a 9 or a 10, you're definitely gonna get more than that. So
Yeah.
right now there's just like a whole demand, but the supply isn't meeting the demand. So right now, there's just this whole thing where they're just trying to get the Pokemon Company to open more factories to print out more cards because scalpers are just buying more than they should, and a lot of the companies let them. So it's kind of a mess right now.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like if they do that, they go and print more cards and make, more, then the value goes down. Yeah. So
Exactly.
um,
Yeah.
I mean, if they're doing, I don't think Pokemon makes the cards anymore for people to play. I think they come out with all these sets to do that, so people run around and chase them, and there's high value to the cards, and that's what makes them valuable. If they take all the value away by making too many, people are going to stop chasing them and stop selling out. So they have a formula. They have a really good formula. So
That sounds like scalper talk to me.
I'm not into Pokemon cards. I even like usually I'll see the craze and I want to jump in. Like I like cards. I've been collecting more baseball cards and more football cards recently.
Oh, you collect the garbage pail kids, you nerd.
I collect the garbage pail kids too. I actually got some online the other day. I think those are awesome. I've been collecting them. I have stuff all the way back to Series 2. I have a couple Series 1. So from the 80s, I love. But they're not, you know what? They were up there for a while. They went way down in price. Your Atom Bombs and stuff are pretty expensive, but that's it.
What about your terrible Terrys?
Terrible Terrys. I have some cool ones. I should bring them out one day, and we could talk about them on like Nerd Sauce. Which is, by the way, if you haven't heard Nerd Sauce yet, it's a smaller podcast, more intimate. If anyone ever wants to check it out, it's something we're doing on the side. So,
yeah. If you want to listen to Nerd Sauce and get a good load of it, you listen.
Derek loves the loads, by the way. Loves the
All
loads.
right,
right.
that's mine.
Oscar, you didn't have any nerd news, did you?
No, just the show I'm watching on Prime.
Okay, we'll get into that real quick. We'll do a quick break into nerd news because I do want to talk to Daniel about this because I was super excited when you brought this up because I saw it and it's really cool. What's your nerd news?
Mine is Daredevil's back. Dun dun dun. Not only back, but it's continuing the series from Netflix. Now that Disney owns all the Netflix series shows, instead of rebooting it, just adding on to it. And the cool thing is
That's a smart move.
yeah, smart move.
They were good shows.
It was a good show,
Yeah.
especially Daredevil, and they're keeping the violence there.
Yeah, I saw that in the trailer. I loved the Daredevil show. All
So
three of
good.
them. Like
And the Punisher. The Punisher was good too.
I never
I like
watched
the Punisher.
I didn't watch the Punisher. I didn't.
Good one.
I kind of got past. I watched the first 2 seasons of Daredevil. I never watched season 3.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
I watched the Punisher, part of the Punisher. I watched the first season of Jessica Jones. I liked that one a lot. What was the other one?
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. I watched.
That one was okay.
Yeah.
I agree on
I
that.
didn't
list.
care for it.
So-
It wasn't that bad.
Did you guys ever watch The Defenders?
I did. I liked it.
Was it good?
People didn't really like the storyline, but I thought it was pretty cool. It was like a little small Avengers.
Yeah. I loved the guy who played him. Charlie Cox. Is it Cox? Charlie Cox. He was really good in it. The guy Cox. He was great. But I actually really, really, really think for me the guy that made this series was actually we hear him. What's the name of Kingpin?
Oh, I forgot the guy.
His name's Fisk. Duh.
No, but
Oh, his real name.
his real name.
I know.
We'll look it up and after we play the trailers. This is the trailer to the new Daredevil show on Disney Plus.
Thank you for finding the time. I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again. A lot of time has passed. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves his city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
city can't go unchecked.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And chaos must reign.
Mind putting the hatchet down? I was raised to believe in grace. But I was also raised to believe in retribution.
Sounds like shit's going down, huh?
Yeah, if you follow the comic books, they take in the storyline where Kingpin becomes mayor. So he's now seen as like a good guy, and then he's trying to get all the superheroes, the what is it called, vigilantes or whatever.
Planets.
Yeah, out of power, so that he hires
Vigilantes.
Vigilantes. He's
I
trying
just
to
said that.
and then he hires a bunch of bad guys, thinking they're good guys, kind of get the other good guys out. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
It's Vincent D'Onofrio.
Farno, yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio. The guy who plays Kingpin, I think he's great in it.
He also was a Full Metal Jacket.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he
that's
was.
him,
Dude,
huh?
really?
Yeah, he's the guy that went crazy. The one that would beat him up with the.
Oh
yeah.
shit, that's right. The guy who ends up taking his life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool throwback. All right, well, go check it out. If it's a continuation, it's gonna probably be badass. All right, my nerd news is, I was gonna play the trailer. I'm not. The trailer's kind of crappy, but Netflix is coming out with a pretty cool biopic, and I'm very excited for this biopic. So, one of my favorite artists of all time is Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
And I saw the trailer for the I'm not really sold on the trailer yet, and I'm really more curious to see if the actor who's playing him can pull it off, because this is Michael's kind of iconic. Like, it was like Johnny Cash, right? Joaquin Phoenix, when he played Johnny Cash, I don't think he really nailed it. I think he did okay, but Johnny Cash was so iconic. He was so like Johnny Cash.
Was he the one that played Joker, right?
Yeah.
Johnny Cash, okay.
So Joaquin Phoenix actually played Johnny Cash, and it was really good. I liked the movie. I didn't buy him as Johnny Cash. Whereas anyone who plays Elvis, who can kind of imitate Elvis, I find that does a way better job. I think Elvis is easier to imitate. I do not know, like in my brain, if Michael Jackson is possible. It's almost like Prince. I don't know if someone was to do a biopic on Prince, if I could buy into it. So I really want to see this because I'm fascinated by Michael Jackson.
Who's the actor?
I don't know offhand. I don't know. Maybe Oscar can look it up. But here's the thing. There's a lot of controversy behind Michael Jackson, right? He had a lot of accusations about him. There was a lot of things that went on.
What's the name of the song? Of the movie?
I think it's Michael Jackson bio. Just search a Michael Jackson bio picture. But I don't support any of those things. I do find his story fascinating, and I love his music. As for the life he lived, it's very controversial, and if he did any of that, I do not agree with it. But I do believe that his story is going to be fascinating because, like, even as a child, like, he started in the Jackson 5 and went all the way up, and his death was so tragic. So if it's made well, I would like to see it. What's the guy's name?
I think Jafar Jackson.
Jafar Jackson. Oh,
I mean, I don't see the resemblance of being him.
maybe is it his son?
No.
No?
His son's not. It's not his son.
28 years old. Wow. Okay. All right. Jafar Jackson's going to play him. So I'm excited for this biopic. I think it's going to be really cool. I'd love to check it out. So that's going to be coming on Netflix. Now, really quick, we're going to go on a couple shows that we're watching. Derek, I didn't get a show from you, but if you want to talk about one real quick, you're welcome to.
What happened?
Oh, it's Michael Jackson's nephew.
Michael Jackson's nephew, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's playing him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be kind of cool. All right. I asked if there's any shows you're watching right now or have watched that you wanted to recommend to the Gathering Nation. Do you have anything?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that I'm watching right now.
Well, before you do that, think about it. You have about 20 seconds, and if not, we can move on.
We got Beast Games. That's it. Beast Games.
Don't ruin my intros, Derek. They're beautiful. Never talk during my intros. I know where you live, Texas. All right. All right, Derek. Beast Games? What is that?
You know Mr. Beast? You know the YouTube guy or whatever?
No.
He made like kind of his own version of Squid Game.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah.
it's another version of a guy that's you want to win money, you have to do certain tasks, and people either backstab it. Go ahead, Derek. I didn't mean to kill
Take
your
over your
your segment.
You already nailed it. I don't have to say anything else.
All right. Okay, well, Beast Games, you recommend it? Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, it's like an extended YouTube video, but it's a good little brain rot.
Okay, sounds good. So there's what is it on?
Amazon.
Amazon? Okay, sounds good. If anyone wants to watch some Beast Games. All right, up next we have, let's go with Oscar, but hold on, Oscar. I'm going to play your trailer just for a little bit.
We think we know what this job is.
Help! Officer down, officer down.
Until we get that one call. Rocket fuel. How'd you do at the academy?
Second in my class.
Out of how many?
3.
You know I'm big on effort. But if you give me effort, I can teach you the rest.
All right, trailer was really cool. I actually really enjoyed watching this trailer. Kind of piqued my interest. What's your show about? What you got?
So if anyone has seen the movie In the Watch, it's kind of a little bit of that perspective, but
Good movie, great movie.
a little bit more into detail of exactly what a police officer and their partner do in a squad car from checking in to, until they check out. It's based off of Long Beach, so Long Beach police and a lot of local Long Beach, and there's some barrios and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool because they give this perspective of the body camera they have and what two officers will do on a daily basis. And if you're looking for a good action, suspenseful show, I really recommend it. It's on Prime. I enjoy it. If you guys really like In the Watch, is the same perspective of how what was the name, the jarhead guy, he was the main actor of In the Watch, the white boy. Gyllenhaal?
Yeah,
him.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, do you know how he had the camera?
I said it first, Derek.
How he had that camera and kind of seeing the first person view. That's how they have it on the on call. So if you guys like that, I recommend watching it.
You like that? Yeah.
All right, sounds good. I like cop shows. I've been going back and actually I'll talk about it, but I have a show that I've been watching, but I actually picked another show, so I'll talk about two tonight. All right, Daniel. Actually, I'm gonna play your whole trailer because this thing was awesome. So here's Daniel's show, and then I'll have him jump in.
General Flagg, you found yourself in the middle of an international incident.
Oh, princess.
The United States is in the business of saving the damn world by any means necessary.
What in the holy hell?
Congress said we can't use human prisoners. These assholes aren't human.
Who is she?
We call her the Bride.
I was born here.
Who's Jason and the Argonauts?
That's Dr. Phosphorus.
Why are you doing this? It's business. What is that thing?
The Weasel. We know it has what it takes to survive. That's Nina Mazursky.
Daddy?
Last one is G.I. Robot.
Cheers to the Tin Man! I know you all aren't exactly enthusiastic about this mission.
I didn't realize I had a choice.
You said you wanted me to be a hero.
Not like that. Until we find out the truth of what's going on here. We're supposed to be on the same damn team.
G.I.
Friend Nina! Shish kebab!
You're always so hyperbolically violent. You need therapy.
You wanted monsters. You got monsters.
Die, Nazi!
He's not a Nazi, GI.
Oh, okay.
All right. Talk to us about this show, Daniel. Why do you like it?
Oh, great. Shout out to Derek for the Max account.
Go, Derek.
Go, Derek.
What happened?
So shout out for the Max account.
He said, shout out for your Max account.
Are you using my Max account?
Oh, yeah. So
Are you using my Max account?
The Creature Commandos. The first season just finished, wrapped up right now. And it's pretty much like the Suicide Squad. I think about that. But this is like the new take of the new universe that they're starting up again with the new Superman. So this is going to tie into the other like series like Superman, the new live action, all that series. It's just the cartoon version of it, but it's going to tie in the same characters and come out. But pretty much it's the suicide, like all these are bad guys. Some are just not bad guys, but in a bad situation. But they're on prison, so they're like, hey, we need you for a mission. We'll cut some time off if you guys do this for us. And it's pretty cool because they're just not normal villains. They're like monsters. So like think about like Guardians of the Galaxy kind of people, like style, like trees and Frankenstein and a dog, werewolves kind of thing. And they go on a mission. But the cool thing is about every episode, it's not like a full episode about like what's happening, but it gives them each character has an episode and it tells you how they got there. Like, so it kind of breaks down, so you feel more for each character. Like, oh, he got screwed over, or you know, he's actually not that bad a guy. He was in a bad situation, so you kind of feel for every character. And the storyline is really good.
I've heard good things. It's gotten good reviews.
It's getting good reviews. It locks you in like the first episode. You get to see like the bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein the monster, and it's kind of violent and gory and like sexual. So it's not like
not for kids
typically, but it's really good. Like it's really good. A good show.
Yeah, I think DC may actually finally take the mantle. I think the Superman trailer when it came out was phenomenal. I loved it. I mean, this show like
DC makes just killer animation. Like they always kill it. Like over Marvel, over anything, they always make really good DC animation. But live action, hopefully with the Superman coming,
I think it changes this. I think James Gunn. Yeah, I think it changes the story. So all right, well, thank you, Daniel. You definitely recommend it.
Definitely.
All right, mine is I'm gonna just play the trailer really, really quick. See if any of you may have ever seen this.
Your time has come. Fight with honor. And die the same.
Gladiators, too?
Even the lowest man can rise beyond the heavens, stand as a god. The arena is Olympus.
The show?
Before the legend began, there was a place.
This is the arena.
So here's what's going on. They're actually going to be re-releasing another Spartacus.
Are they?
And it's going to be another house. I don't know the name of the show, but there's another house that the house of something.
The Spartan house.
Yeah. So it's with the doctor and all that. But I remember when this show came on. Now, first off, this show is over sexual. It's over bloody and over gory. It's crazy.
It's good.
But it's a good show. Like, it was a fun show to watch. I remember, like, there's a lot of drama. The fight scenes are super cool. And I really, 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 like, enjoyed this show. So I actually thought the other day when I saw that a new one was coming on, I'm like, you know what? I think that, like, if you've never seen this show, I think it's on Tubi for free.
Okay.
If not, you can always buy it on any of the things. They always have it on sale. You can get all 4 seasons for like $10 sometimes. But if you want a really good watch, They're about 50 minutes an episode. Again, they're super violent.
The first season was good, but the second season, the main character died, like in real life, right?
So
or something like that, and then they changed the character.
So the first season was really good. Then they did a prequel season. So when Crixus actually comes in, and comes in for the first time, and they find him, and he's getting, so it's kind of that first, like, and then the main guy who you're talking about, Spartacus, when he comes in, that was actually the first season, which is actually goes into the second season. Second and third season, I don't believe it's the same guy, and I don't know if he passed away or it was a contract thing.
No, he passed away.
He passed away.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think they changed the character or something. I remember the guy passed.
Yeah, so it was. They're still good because the story's
really
good. And it's just done in a style like almost that 300 style.
Yes.
So like it's a great show. If you've never seen it, I recommend it. Go check it out. And the other show I'm watching right now, I'm actually watching currently. It's called Without a Trace. It's an old show from like about 10 years ago, and it's about the FBI team that goes and they go find missing people. And I actually always enjoyed this show. The guy who stars in it looks like a bird. If you can get past him looking like a bird.
Shut up, bird.
Shut up, bird. It's a good watch. Check it out. That's actually on Pluto TV for free. You can watch that. So they're very compelling episodes. I always I'd say my two like favorite like kind of crime TV drama cop shows. I mean, Law and Order SVU is just amazing, but Without a Trace in Criminal Minds, and Without a Trace is the show I forgot about for a long time. So you can always check that out. Again, it's streaming on Pluto TV, and that's all I got for what I'm watching. So you guys got anything you want to say to the fans before we head on out? I know Oscar usually has something.
I do have a anime show I've been watching on Netflix. It's recently new. It's basically talks about an assassin giving up a life of killing. And basically giving up his life to become a family man, and he becomes so like a little fat boy, but it's like it doesn't matter. It's called Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days. In the first episode, you see him as a badass dude, and then him transforming into like a dad bod, and how he just wants a normal, peaceful life. But in the episode, if you push him to where he gets pushed to like his assassin days, but doesn't kill anyone. He just knocks him out, pretty much. And I think it's really good. I think if you guys are looking for something that's good, I feel it's gonna feel more like a comedy action type of deal. I will recommend it. It's on Netflix. It's called The Legendary Hitman, it's called Sakamoto Days, and it's on the second. Yeah, Sakamoto Days, and it's on the second episode, and they're out every Saturday. So I recommend it.
Yeah, sounds good. Derek, you sound like you like it.
Yeah, I saw the first episode last week. I liked it.
Okay, cool. All right, well, that's it for the gathering tonight. We usually like to do an hour. We don't like to keep you. Your drive's probably over now, and you're probably sitting in the parking lot ready to go into work or go into the house. So we're gonna let you go. Hopefully we can gather again soon. So we just, again, thank you everyone for joining us. You can catch us on YouTube. I put up a bunch of shorts, fun stuff. I'm going to be putting back this series, the video game series that kind of goes over old video games as shorts, if you want to check that out. I have a couple, I'm throwing up some old videos of just really cool places I've been to. Just to kind of, just to keep the channel flowing and, get subscribers, because we really want to get our subscriber base up. It really helps with getting the podcast out there, and that's the main reason why I do it. So the other thing you can do is you can always share us, recommend us.
You can follow us on Instagram, The Gathering Nerds.
All right, follow us on Instagram. We also have a really, really cool new, so if you've ever bought any of our merch before, we do not have Spring anymore. Do not use that website. They are really, really bad about shipping and stuff. There's another one called TeePublic. It's really a cost, so whatever you get there really just goes to the item itself. So if you ever want to go and search some stuff out and just get some Gathering Nerds swag, just to have, you're welcome to go there. I thought I've been having some fun putting up some cool artwork there, so you can always go check that out. Some really cool Gathering stuff. I just did the Gathering Nerds as a G.I. Joes, put that up, and then I've done a Gathering Nerd as a comic book.
Okay.
So it's actually really cool if you want to see that.
The store link is also in our Instagram, The Gathering Nerds. If you guys are looking for any of our links of any of our where we listen to Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, all the links are on our page. Again, it's The Gathering Nerds. Let's try to get our following up to, let's go to 70, make it something, follow us and see what we can do.
Yeah, we love the follow. Just follow us. This year we really, really, really want to kind of take it to the next level. So we're gonna be thinking of some stuff to do and just have some fun with it. And then don't forget to listen to Nerd Sauce. It kind of goes hand in hand with this podcast. So that's it. Just from The Gathering, we want to say thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you have a wonderful evening. Stay safe out there. It's been kind of crazy. And from me, Oscar, Daniel, and Derek, don't forget to
gather on.
Wow, that was awesome, Derek. Gather on.